like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And bit of a strange time in the old Doctor Who fandom right now. A bit of a strange, I would say, reasonably good time in Doctor Who fandom. The Jodie Whittaker era is over. And look, for me, I think the world is much better with it being over. My world certainly is. I really very much didn't like it. I thought it was an abomination, right? If you like it, God bless you, baby. God bless you. And now we're looking to the future. And it's a bit of a strange future we're looking at. You know, I think we're somewhat divided on this side of the cultural. Will it be any good? It looks like it'll be good, but then we see things that that often are not very good, right? We see, the Disney Plus involvement. Disney, normally when they come to a sci-fi franchise, they're not so good with it, right? They have destroyed two big ones at the very least, the MCU and Star Wars. So why am I excited about Rusty Davis bringing Doctor Who as a new global franchise via Disney? Why I'm excited about it? Because of Rusty Davis. I think he's going to make something that they like and that we like. I just do, right? I mean, I might be wrong. And people get very, very adamant about, no, you can't be right. Maybe I am, it's not so terrible to look at the bright side, right? But, that's the thing. That's what we're looking at. We're not really looking at the past anymore. We're not looking at the present or the past. We're looking at the future, which is great for me, right? I mean, I think the time of me doing these Jodie videos where I tear apart so many aspects of it coming to the end because it's feeling stale already. And that, for me, is exciting, right? I am excited for the future. So, again, we're looking to the future. David Tennant is now the Doctor How. I have a little theory about that, right? I talk about it in this video. If you look at this picture here where he just regenerated, looks very much like he's wearing the 10th Doctor's outfit, right? Well, if you look closer, it really isn't. The tie is cut off, but here's something that really got my Scooby senses tingling. You see over here, like his jacket underneath it doesn't have any sleeves. That strikes me very much like a way an action figure is made, right? That really is very, very much like an action figure is made. I think it's going to be revealed at one point, maybe a cliffhanger, that David Tennant is one of the Celestial Toymakers action figures. Dun dun dun. Right, so that's my prediction. I like getting my prediction out really early. Why? If I'm right, I'll point back and say, look at me! Oh, I'm so clever, look at me. And if I'm wrong, nobody bloody remembers, right? Nobody remembers. I keep reminding people of the things I get wrong, right? Because I think it's funny, but nobody remembers. So that's why I get my predictions out now. We'll find out if that's true, right? But I think it's a good time to do a summation of what is going on. What do we know about the future? Do a bit of a rumor roundup, right? So I did that on my live stream last night. I'm recording this on November 3rd, Thursday, November 3rd. I'm not sure when it's going out. In the near future, November 4th, 5th, I don't know. Sometime in the near future. But I think it's a useful thing to have a look around and see what do we know? So know what you know, right? That's always important advice. I learned that from my rabbi, Noah Weinberg of blessed memory. Know what you know, and it's surprising what you know and what you don't know, right? Be clear. So that's what we're doing. We're going through a listing of what we know about the future. I'm optimistic. You may not be. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments if you think this is going to be awful. If you think it's going to be great. If you think it's going to be somewhere in the middle. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up my Substack, my email newsletter, which lets you know where all my content may be found here on Rumble, essentially. Also doing a bunch more quickie videos on Twitter right now. I would sign up for Twitter Blue in a heartbeat, but they don't have it in Israel, right? I would do 10-minute videos on Twitter, no problem. I think it's I like the platform now. I'm excited by it. So yeah, watch out for that. So anyway, sign up my Substack, my email newsletter. I also have a paid version. You're gonna get chapters of my new book, The Guide to the Jodie Whittaker Years. Eki Thought, The Guide to the Jodie Whittaker Years of Doctor Who. As I write them, so I better start writing them. Have to finish something else first, but yeah, that's the plan. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack, all those things. Fantastic, thank you. And I really should be very, very clear. Thank you very much for your help, right? Genuinely, thank you very much for your help. Now, let me hand over to me from last night. Rusty Davis has been very, very certain to call him the 14th Doctor and shoot him the 15th, which I find interesting, right? I didn't expect that to happen. I thought it'd be not that way, right? I thought they were going to be like no one will be the Doctor, right? It'll just be the new Doctor, the next Doctor. A complete new era is approaching. Are we ready for it? Yes. When the Power Doctor premiered last week, every Who house was filled with screams of surprise and excitement. Why? Because David Tennant's face reappeared for the first time in 9 years. Yeah, but nobody was surprised. We all knew it was like. I thought it will be a what's the name? Regeneration. I thought it would be a cliffhanger regeneration, right? And they did kind of just insert this in at the end. Whatever a fresh era of Doctor Who is in the whenever a fresh era of Doctor Who is in the works, it's always nice for an exciting time for fans. But what is next is easily the most intriguing era since the 2005 revival. I think more intriguing, right? I'm more intrigued. Yes, color me intrigued. I am more intrigued by what's going on. Like how is he back? Like there's something interesting is going on, right? First time in forever, everyone's excited about Doctor Who, right? I mean, it might have taken the awfulness of Jodie Whittaker to elasticize Doctor Who so it can bounce back. So into this wonderful new form. 1 second. There are many new things to consider, such as new production partner and budgets, and a return of many familiar faces. It would be an understatement to say that Doctor Who fans should be ecstatic about what's coming. Yeah, I think we should. Regrettably, Whovians have to wait a full year for the next batch of episodes to premiere. In the meantime, I'm going to see something beforehand, right? In the meantime, there'll be no new Doctor Who for quite some time. However, Russell T Davies' track record of sneak peeks, we can bet that some surprises on the way in the surface in the coming months. Yes, he's very good at that. He's basically Russell T Davies is Philip Hinchcliffe, Robert Holmes, and John Nathan Turner. Like all rolled into one super Doctor Who producer, right? You know, like all teased together. With all the craziness happening lately, now it feels like time to summarize. Yes, that's the good word I'm on. Summarize what we know about the era of the 14th and 15th Doctors. So let's delve right in. I think that's a good idea. Never in a million years. Headline: David Tennant. Never in a million years did we imagine that David Tennant would reprise his role as a Doctor. Well, we all thought he might come back to help boost Jodie's ratings a bit, right? I mean, that didn't seem outlandish at all. But come back as the Doctor, as a future incarnation of the Doctor, this is strange. You know, coming back more than just a cameo. Well, I can see him coming back like he was in the Muppets Live thing, right? Which was for one scene. But coming back in this way, this is surprising. This is like a half a season. This is kind of a big deal, and I think it's I think it's very exciting, right? So never in a million years did we imagine Russell T was reprising the role as a Doctor. Yet here we are, actor set to return to the Universal, the 14th Doctor, as the 14th Doctor, making him the first star in the show's history to play more than one incarnation. It's kind of like when they nearly brought Leela back with the 5th Doctor, right? That would have been really strange. The surprise appearance occurred during Jodie Whittaker's final scene, technically speaking, right after the final scene. There occurred final scene where she regenerated into a familiar face of the beloved Time Lord, of the beloved 10th Doctor, yet not actually the 10th Doctor. Following some fan confusion after the broadcast, The Power of the Doctor, the BBC clarified David Tennant is playing an entirely new incarnation of the Time Lord. But why is he reusing this specific face? Maybe he needs to convince himself he really is the Doctor after that insanity of the last few years, right? That could be. I'm surprised he didn't turn back into Tom Baker, quite frankly. right? After the complete insanity that was the Jodie Whittaker experiment, which again is now retconned out of existence, hopefully never to be heard of again. But what was using specifically that face? A clue to keep an eye on is that when the 13th Doctor regenerates her outfit change. Well, we noticed that. Like I like the way he's saying, like, aha, I've noticed this thing you probably haven't picked up on. Yet, no, we all did, mate. We all did. That outfit change complete, which is unusual in the modern era. Many fans believe this is a hint that the reason behind Tennant's return as his regeneration isn't what he appears to be. Yes, I believe him to be a toy, an action figure made by the toy maker. All be revealed in 2023 or right now on my channel. You're welcome. Rossley Davis returning as showrunner. Yes, we know. And that I think is more surprising than David Tennant coming back, quite frankly. Like the idea of David Tennant coming back to for David Tennant coming back for a scene of like the Day of the Doctor or something like that, right? That makes sense, right? But Rusty Davis coming back, I mean, not to write a script, but like to be like the showrunner, and not just the showrunner on this like new insane Uber version of Doctor Who, right? You know, like the most terrifying large incarnation of Doctor Who ever to exist. Brilliantly, Russell T Davies is set to return as a Doctor Who showrunner. This is the man who was behind the show's 2005 revival. 17 years later, he's still going strong. Well, he's actually going a bit better. Russell T Davies, walked so Moffat and Chibnall could run. Well, Chibnall didn't run. I don't know what you're saying. This surprising news was the very first piece of information that Whovians learned about the new era, which went viral on social media in September 2021. It was not that long ago. Wow. Nope. One second. It's my wife. Doesn't really know on the street. Hello. Yeah, I'm on a stream, my darling. How are you? Well, again, I'm on YouTube. I'm normally okay when I'm there. Right, you can see me that I'm not going out and doing anything naughty. Are you well? Okay, fine. I'll be done in about an hour. I don't want to spoil it for everyone, but about an hour. Can I call you back then? I love you. Everyone's saying hello to you in the chat. Okay, I have to go. Bye. There you go. Fine. Okay. Well's up to. Well, the surprising news again came in September 2021 in response to his return to showrunner. Davis told Radio Times, "The reason I worked on 34 programs in my on my life is that I normally don't. I don't normally like continuing series. That's why when It's a Sin came to an end, I just moved on. I like looking at new sets of challenges every time there's a blank page. But Doctor Who is always a blank page. I mean, it really is true. I mean, it's always a creative challenge, right? Doctor Who. It's safe to say Russell Davies is one of the greatest television writers of all time. It's fair to say that. I mean, he's in the upper echelons. I mean, absolutely. I think he's in the top 50 television writers of all time. Yeah, I think he is. The fact that he's returning Doctor Who has fans bursting with anticipation. Well, he does have this one anyway. What brilliant stories are on the way? We can't wait to find out. He says he wants to be scary. He wants to do scary rare ones. Neil Patrick Harrison playing the villain. Hopefully the Celestial Toy Maker. Right? I mean, it does seem to be the Celestial Toy Maker, and I think he's made a toy version of the Doctor. Where are we up to? Even though the next Doctor, even the next episode is set to premiere in November 2023, Russell Davies is giving fans some fantastic sneak peeks to keep the momentum going. And isn't it awesome? I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are negative. They're all people saying, "Oh, it's all going to be bad. Oh no, it's all horrible." I think it's going to be good, right? I think it's going to be good. I think there's reason to hope it's actually going to be good. But like, I think if you like Rusty Davis' first run, there's every chance you're probably going to like this one. It seems to me. Earlier this year, David revealed on Instagram the star Neil Patrick Harris is playing one of the greatest enemies the Doctor has ever faced in an upcoming era. In the same post, he treated fans to a promotional image of Neil Patrick Harris dressed in the villain's attire. The promotional image sparked more discussion, with fans speculating Harris could be playing the special toy maker, an enemy from the classic Doctor's era. He did look like a toy maker, right? However, after airing of The Power of the Doctor as a teaser for the next series, showed Harris playing in a completely different outfit. In a brief snippet, he was seen dressed in a tuxedo and top hat. I know we've seen that from the things, but I think that's his his toy maker is his normal look, and this is him dressing up. Perhaps he's playing a sort of master of disguise, or maybe even the master. No, not at all. Only time will tell, right? I mean, I hope it's not the master. That'd be really disappointing. Donna Noble is back. Yes, Donna Noble is back. How? How is she back without blowing up? That is, and it's not like it's not like it's a Chibnallism, right? He just screwed up. There's actually there's a method to the madness. Donna Noble is back. There's no doubt Donna Noble is a fan favorite companion. Well, it's Catherine and David List working together. Of the modern era. Chemistry with the 10th Doctor is impeccable. Chemistry with everyone's impeccable. She's fun. With her box set with Big Finish is so good. Donna Noble Kidnapped, it's so good, right? It's really one. It's not that expensive as well. It's really one of the best things they've got, because it all hangs on her, and she's brilliant, right? She's absolutely brilliant. David Tennant's in it for a cameo. But basically, she's in it and she's really, really brilliant in it. Chemistry is impeccable. The majority of fans agreeing that Series 4 is one of the best of revival. And now, for the first time since 2010, Catherine Tate is going to reprise her iconic role. Not for the first time, but okay, whatever. The reason for Donna's return remains unknown. It's been teased by Russell Davis on Instagram. They're back, the Doctor and Donna, but how? He wiped her memory. If she remembers, she'll die. But is it a flashback, a dream sequence, a lie, a fantasy, a parallel universe? It's a lie. That's what it is. It's a lie. Following this statement, it's understandable that fans have far more questions than answers, which has sparked the emergence of numerous theories. Whatever the reason for Donna's return, Doctor Who fans will surely be delighted to see her back in action. We know we are. I know I am. Again, yeah. And now you got to bring us down, mate. I mean, really? We were doing so well. Now, don't be wrong. Got nothing against the individual, the lady. I got nothing against that, if that's how they want to be gendered. I don't know. Wait a minute, have I had the end of times around? Oh, I did. I had that earlier. I said when the times are changing, baby. The tides are turning. What was I going to say? Yeah, we're doing so well. We're excited, and I mean, as long as she's. Here's the thing, I don't want trans erasure, but I don't want trans being rubbed in my face, right? And it's just kind of how can I explain it? I'm all for living and let living, right? I'm all for living and let living, but for me, this is really in my culture, in my worldview, right? Which is kind of which is kind of not a minority one. It's an expression of something being deeply wrong with this person, right? I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying in my culture, in my worldview, it is, right? Both on a religious and a scientific basis. I understand that's not the prevalent worldview, right? But it seems like we're here. We have to, be sensitive to everybody. How about being sensitive to us, right? Who are somewhat feel this might be rubbing something in our faces that we don't want rubbed in our faces. Everybody has the right to live. Everybody has the right to live and be, live how, and be out and however they want. That's absolutely fine. But we all got to coexist, right? We've all got to coexist. And the segment of the population comes from has had some trouble coexisting. And it seems they've been very accommodated, and they're still having a lot of trouble coexisting, right? So that's where I'm worried. Maybe it won't be that way. I'm hoping it will just be a character, like a fun character that'll be there and gone, right? And also, I think it's going to be very good in terms of bringing people into Doctor Who, right? She's got 10 million people on TikTok. Okay, that's probably very, very helpful, or more than 10. I think like 15. Yasmin Finney, who rose to fame in Heartstoppers, another cast member, is for the upcoming era. Exciting, and it's basically Rusty Davis saw it, he liked it, and he's kind of like in that mind, that worldview. And you know what? I want to say I somewhat trust him to be casting Yasmin Finney as a character and an actor who I will enjoy in the production, and not as a statement of identity, right? I'm trusting him to do that. I'll be very disappointed if that's not the case, right? And if it's not the case, oh, Russell, bad move, mate. But I don't think he will make a move that bad. Welcome to the universe, Yasmin Finney, the star of the wonderful Heartstoppers, joins us for the 6th anniversary shoot, playing Rose, another Rose. But how? What? Where? Why? What? He's so good at this, Russell. He's so good at this. Despite the fact that some fans initially thought Finney would be playing Billie Piper's Rose, it's more widely believed that Finney will be playing the daughter, claim that carries significant weight due to set leaks. Oh, it's been leaky, baby. Finney's character has been spotted on set with Donna Shawn, Donna's husband, Sylvia, and Wilf. Oh, blessed memory. Who were the Noble family during season 4. We've seen Finney's character yell, "Mom!" Okay, we know it's the kid of Donna, right? And pretty much seals the deal. Yeah, same thing. It's certainly exciting to see Donna have a family, which leads us to speculate this news is taking place in the present day. However, we won't know until next year. Yeah, I just think it's, she's a character. That's it. In Doctor Who. Hopefully it will be there, not as like, again, a bat to beat you with, right? It'll just be a character. New logo has been revealed. It's the old new logo. Every new period of Doctor Who represents a new is represented by a new logo. Most recently, the 13th one had a simplistic design. And I was excited then, right? I was excited for it when I first saw it. But with Rusty Davis' secondary approach and the newly designed logo has been officially released, the new logo is reminiscent. It's an exact copy of Tom Baker's logo, and is intriguingly different from the Modern Who's recent logo styles. Another cool component of the logo is the shape of the diamond, which is obviously has a connection to the 60th, the Doctor Who's diamond anniversary, blending the diamond shape with the callback of the. I mean, it's exactly the shape with the callback of the modernized classic style. Has an effective motif, which ultimately has us excited to see the show's rapidly new approaching phase. Where? How does the original Tom Baker logo look? 1 second. Let's have a look. Doctor Who Tom Baker logo. It's exactly the same. You stop. It's like exactly the same. It's not even vaguely different. What are you talking about? Oh, wrong one. No, where is it? It's over here, maybe? There you go.
Yeah, no, it's exactly the same. Yeah, no, it's exactly the same. Will you stop? Oh, no. I think I have time to get to that in my video today. We got to go. I'll do that on the video probably. Disney's involvement. This has a lot of people worried. This isn't a plus. This has a lot of people worried. Okay, a lot of people worried. And he hasn't even mentioned Meet the Beat. That's the most important bloody bit. Disney doesn't hesitate when snatching up beloved franchises and eating them and spitting them out and pissing them off. Pissing over the remains, I should say. The Doctor Who being the most recent example. The same new logo was revealed. Fans discovered Disney Plus brand new partnership with the show. Naturally, this resulted in some confusion within the fan base. We're easily confused. Let's be fair. We are easily confused. Obviously, the BBC will. I don't think anybody was confused. BBC will remain the franchise owners and will continue to air Doctor Who in the United Kingdom. However, for international viewers, it's a whole different story. Newer episodes of the upcoming era will play on Disney Plus platform for audiences outside the UK. It's unclear if Disney Plus will access the entire revival era or simply the upcoming. It's the entire era. It's everything. Dude, did you see that press conference? It's freaking everything. I think it's everything. I think it's classic. I think it's modern. I think it's everything. It's about a content library, right? It's about having. It's about why do they keep making episodes of Discovery? Because it's volume of content, and they have a huge volume of content, right? That they package together with a sexy news show. Like, man, that totally meets their ideals and at the same time excites the fan base. They're knocking it out the park, right? This is the reason people think it's going to be shit because they don't think anything could work out this good, right? Anything could be a win-win-win-win-win. I do. I think it's a win-win-win. I think it's a win for Russell. I think it's a win for Disney. I think it's a win for us fans. I know this worked out badly virtually every time before. But I think he's caught lightning in a bottle with this. I really do. Fans a question, it's unclear if they have driver. Hopefully, though, the entire modern era and possibly even the classic episodes, but we may be pushing it there. We don't know. It seems likely, possible. All right. Fans have also questioned whether Disney Plus will have creative control of the new era. The press release accompanied the announcement indicated that the mouse will have some level of creative input under shared creative vision. Right. That's what Russell sold them. Right. That's 100% what Russell sold them. It's the creative vision of that match theirs, right? He sold my creative vision that match theirs that he knows is also going to be organically Doctor Who, right? I think he's going to pull it off. I just do. Call me a bumbling old optimist, but I think that's going to happen. But the chatter right now is Rossi and Badwell will retain ultimate editorial control. Yes, he sold them as the people to run this, right? Either way, Doctor is about to have some budgets and resources like it's never had before, which is hugely exciting for the show's future. Can we please get some animation? Doctor Who Infinity, let's see the classic Doctors animated. That'd be awesome. The thing, Doctor is Ncuti Gatwa. I'm glad we finally saw him. Is he in the same tie that Tennant is wearing? Let's pull up the. Yeah, he is. Okay, fine. I would have thought it was the same material. Probably the most confusing aspect of the approaching era. Many fans assume that because Ncuti Gatwa is the first confirmed Doctor of the coming era, he will play the 14th incarnation. However, fans have just recently discovered. We all knew. Oh, will you shut up, you idiot? It's been reported that Tennant will play the 14th Doctor in the specials, whereas Gatwa will be the 15th for a considerably longer run, presumably comparable to the 13th tenure, hopefully a lot longer. Rumors are that Yasmin Finis Rose will be the 15th companion, and it sounds like a compelling idea. It's going to compel me to fuck right off, mate. Right? It sounds a very non-compelling. It sounds like a very bad idea. However, we know nothing about that yet, and hopefully we never will. But what we do know is that this coming era will be an exhilarating adventure, and we, for one, can't wait for it to get started. Alonzi! I hate to agree with them, but I do. It might be awful, right? It might be awful. But, you know, I'm just the optimist, baby. I just am.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.